I'm going to show you the rest of the stuff that I have and kind of explain its lifespan with my ownership of them. So this guy right here, this is my Summit, or what's left of it. And I will just throw out there that each of these vehicles, this, my Summit, and the other two I'm about to show you, I did buy them brand new. I was the first owner. I pulled them out of the box, brand new. First one got to play with them. And this is pretty much where this one's at right now. This one is, the Summit is a few years old. It came with, I think it was right when they came out with the LiPo packs out of the box. Came with 2 LiPos, 5,000 milliamps, and 2 easy peak chargers for them. And this is pretty much where this thing stands here. Like, I have raped this thing hard for parts. All the drive shafts, obviously, and you'll see, I'll explain why in a few minutes here, why I did that. But I mean, that's pretty much where this is. It's just the drivetrain, that's all that's left. Like, I haven't done anything with the middle drive shafts. Those are all still in there. All my servos are still in there. I could just swap all my other stuff over onto this and make it a working Summit again, but I like the Revo that I have and the way I have it set up right now. So I'll grab that and show you. Alright, on to my next victim here. This is the Revo 3.3. As you can see, I've also parted this guy out pretty hard. I did the metal drive shafts on it, and I had them in the rear too. But I also had the long travel suspension kit on there, and it ate up it droops too much for those rear drive shafts, and I ended up breaking the pins off the dog bones on both sides, on the back, because those are the most load bearing drive shafts. This thing, I have never had very good luck with getting it to run. I know you gotta tune it, blah blah blah, whatever. I don't give a shit. I just don't feel like dicking with it. It's pretty much why I ended up with this, because 2 strokes are so much easier to get running, so much easier to tune. This thing, like, if the wind blows and the temperature changes a half a degree, you need to tune for it, and that's a pain in the ass. So I have this thing still, because someday I'd like to convert it to a brushless, so that I've got an aluminum chassis on there, and I'd like to be able to keep the brakes for the brushless setup. Make a nice, pretty badass bashing rig out of it. But yeah, I want the aluminum chassis because I have an E-Revo that I'm going to show you next, and I've broken 3 chassis off the back. I broke the grab it here real quick, show you easier on my raped Summit. I broke this part of the chassis right here across the gray part 3 times. It always ended up happening. I'd be cruising right along, and I'd hit a rock on the tire like that, and it'd just break the whole chassis. So I'd like to have an aluminum one for a little bit more durability for the way that I drive. I like to jump, and I like to jump high. Let's see if I have anything else I could say about this thing. Not really. This still has all its servos on there and everything. Like, it would run right now. All it needs is drive shafts and the wheels put back on there, and it'd be good to go. I just don't feel like dicking with tuning it. And I'll show you why. I'll grab the Euro right now. So ever since I put my Mama Monster in there, it has so much power and torque that it just eats up drive shafts, slots them out, wears them out really quick, especially in the back. In the front, I don't really ever notice a difference, but in the back, it chews them right up, especially the plastic ones. So what I'll do to get by is, if I don't want to wait for a part, or for some reason you don't have the money to, anything like that, I take the rear drive shafts out. I put them in the front, and the front ones in the back, because the front ones don't really take that much abuse. All of your launching power comes from the back. So I just swap them out, And while I'm waiting, like while I do that, I get the other ones on the way so that before everything breaks, I got my next set and have just run it. And I've probably gone through maybe on this truck just since the Mama Monster's been in there, maybe 3 sets of these plastic drive shafts. Yeah, it'd probably be, some people might think it'd be wise to buy the metal ones. I wasn't impressed that the first set that I bought broke faster than the plastic ones do, and I like that the plastic ones get a little bit more give. So the next set that I buy would be probably a full set of the Summit plastic drive shafts, because I like how they've handled the abuse so far. And I am running my my Summit body on the Revo, because my Revo body, since I put the Mama Monster on there, has just gotten trashed. So this one's good for right now. I barely played with the Summit, like as the Summit setup. It's kind of silly to buy the thing brand new and have it wind up the way it did, but this thing right here always worked while I had the Summit, and I kept breaking shit, not wanting to wait for parts. So I robbed them off of that, and that's where that thing's at. So yeah, I think I'm pretty much going to wrap it up here right now. I got some beer to drink, and I'm going to enjoy my vacation. Have a good one.